Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a much requested review. It is of the brand new version of YSL's Libre. This is the 5th version of this perfume and it's called Platine. I have it here, so I'm going to be letting you know what this smells like and how it compares to the others in the range. If you're new here, then hello, welcome. We're all about perfumes. I have hundreds of videos like this going through whole ranges, new releases, so do check them out. And of course my blog where I have a detailed article on every version of Libre as well. And as always, I'll put the links in the description to where you can get this perfume all around the world. And I do think it is available at Look Fantastic, where you can get 21% off with my code LFTF Soki. Cool, so let's go through the whole range before we get to Platine. So the original YSL Libre, very successful perfume launch. Dua Lipa as the face of the fragrance, and this is a really universal, quite easy to wear fragrance. It combines a classic jasmine orange blossom heart, which is what we see in a lot of new releases at the moment, with a quite calming lavender and a vanilla undertone. It's the kind of fragrance you can wear during the day and the evening. It's very universal and I can definitely see why it's done so well. It also has good lasting power and you can smell it on people. I smell this all the time walking around London. And of course, the bottle is pretty unique as well, and we've got this sort of YSL metal logo on here, sort of echoing how it's used on their bags. It reminds me a little bit of Mon Guerlain, which also combines florals and lavender, but it is a great perfume and it is pretty good value for money. You can often get it discounted now that it's been around for a while. There are then two more intense versions of it. So we have Libre Intense, which I have here, which is quite similar to the original. It is just a bit more intense. So they add a sort of tonka bean and hamp up the vanilla a little bit in that one. So it's just a little bit warmer. Perhaps if you wear Libre, maybe you would wear Intense in the winter when you want something a little bit stronger. They also have Libre Le Parfum, which is kind of more intense again. That one's got honey in the mix. And it also has a little bit of saffron and a ginger top note, which add a little bit of aromatic spice to it. I really like that combination. It just makes it a little bit more unique, different to original Libre, which, you know, you can smell everywhere. It also has no jasmine in, it's just orange blossom, which combines with the lavender to kind of create the same DNA, but it just doesn't have that jasmine. Instead, you're getting some of the saffron coming through as well. And they also have an eau de toilette, which is my personal favorite in the range. It's really orangey, orange blossom, orange top note, but it also has a lot of jasmine in, which help it have a bit more projection. Jasmine really helps perfumes like have strength. Though it is an eau de toilette, so I do wish it lasted a bit longer. I wish this was an eau de parfum. Because the jasmine in here is relatively warm, I will wear this throughout the year. It isn't just a summer perfume, even though it's an eau de toilette. It's just a little bit more light-hearted, a little bit more fun and orangey than the others in the range. So that brings us to this new Platine, and it's actually on the box calls it ABSOLU Platine. I'm not sure if this is an eau de parfum or not. It says ABSOLU Platine Parfum on it, so it may well be more concentrated than a normal eau de parfum. Obviously it's very different to the others in the range with this silver bottle, which is really pretty. The silver is inside the bottle, so it creates like a really nice effect. So immediately I'm getting a more unisex vibe from this. I think the whole range is pretty unisex, but here there's a bergamot and a aldehyde note, which I'm really getting, which is what's creating that more unisex, clean feel. And it's combined with the lavender. So lavender, bergamot combination is something you see a lot in male, like fresh perfumes, like the original Eau Sauvage, some of the lighter Chanel male fragrances. Lavender and lemon is very common as a sort of fresh male everyday scent. It says it has orange blossom in, but I'm not really getting that. I'm getting aldehydes, lavender and lemon. And what I don't get in this is the vanilla-y warmth, which is in the other three. There's also no jasmine as well, so it doesn't feel floral, it doesn't feel warm. So for me, this smells very different to the other Libre perfumes. It's totally different. Maybe there's a hint of the original DNA, maybe like 5 to 10%, but it's fresh and very clean, little bit aromatic. Now, aldehyde is a note that we actually don't see that much in new releases. It's the main note in Chanel No. 5. I do have an article that explains everything about aldehyde perfumes. I'll leave that link below. But the way to describe aldehyde is that it's kind of soapy, fresh, very clean. Chanel No. 5 is quite different because even though it has all that aldehyde in, it's also got some more like oriental floral notes in there. So this is probably close to like No. 5 Low or No. 5 Eau Premiere. If you've tried Tom Ford Metallic, which is also silver bottle, I think for sure this definitely feels separate and to the others in the range. And I think by having it in silver as well, I get the feeling that maybe they're going for a more gender neutral campaign. In fact, I'm not even sure that Dua Lipa is in this campaign for Platine. I need to check, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so they've used one of the old Libre images with Dua Lipa and put the original and the Platine on it, but they haven't created a new campaign for Platine with Dua Lipa. I think this is going for a gender neutral market. I think you could definitely worth trying this if you like fresh perfumes, clean, soapy perfumes, almost a little bit of a fresh laundry vibe here as well. So if you don't like the original Libre, then it doesn't matter, this is very different. But I think if you do like the original or one of the others in the range, I don't think this is a safe blind buy because it's so different. If you wanted something different, I'd recommend the Eau de Toilette, my favorite. So it's definitely one you'd want to try unless you know you like fresh, clean, soapy aldehyde scents. This is the 50ml size, which is £110. There is a 90ml, that's £150. But it's definitely something new, I guess, having 4 different versions of Libre, all relatively similar, like core scents. It was time for something different. Personally, I probably would have released this as a different name, like not Libre, something else. But I guess the Libre brand is so strong that immediately like people are going to want to try it. I don't think this will be as popular as original Libre, but it's definitely something different and something that you could share like with your partner. It's definitely feels very gender neutral to me. So guys, let me know what your favorite version is of Libre in the comments below. I do read all your comments. Have you tried this new Platine version? Like I said, link in the description box where you can get this along with my articles on Libre and aldehyde fragrances. And do give the video a thumbs up if it's been useful or helpful. But that's it guys. So thanks so much for watching as always, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.